How battles Austerlitz by Command Post Games. Napoleon begins with Soult's corps here and Lanné's corps here. Tsar Alexander has Bagration and the advance guard here, Dokhtúrov here, and in reserve Dokhtúrov has Constantin's Guard Corps. Landgren in the 2nd Corps, Trebyshev in the 3rd Corps, Ken Meyer here, Liechtenstein with his cavalry here, and then the 4th Corps under Colerath is here. Napoleon says, I'm outnumbered, I'm facing 2 armies, and it's foggy. He puts on his fog of war glasses, and the day begins. Early morning, with the dense fog, the 2 armies slowly inch towards each other. Napoleon and the French Guard under Bessières move forward and begin coming out of column and prepare for the battle. Intention has reached a knife's edge. When will the battle break? Around mid-morning, Lanné sends word that there is a lot of Russians right in front of him and he has not much to fight with. Napoleon dispatches the grenadiers. The moment upon him, Dokhtúrov, who has had Constantin's Guard Corps in reserve, releases him to open the battle on Soult's right flank. Alright, the mid-morning sees attacks on both flanks. On the coalition left, it is discovered when they come within sight, the French have nothing. And the Russian guards assault the artillery positions on the hill of Soult. On the far right, Colerath, with his limited forces and no help of support, sends some scouts forward to probe the enemy lines. The guard inflicts heavy losses on Soult as he is driven from the hill. To Colerath's dismay, he discovers that the French are there in force on the coalition right. Late morning, the fog is beginning to burn off. On the coalition left, Bagration's advance guard is set up to make short work of Davout's corps. Now here's a lesson learned. Napoleon did not bring on all his possible forces. He sent them off doing other things, so he only had his guard brought with him besides the starting forces. Davout probably should have joined with these other forces beforehand, but he did not. He was playing a diversion here in the south. It looks like he will be destroyed in detail, and if he does, the French have lost. To counter that, Napoleon has ordered Lanné to charge the coalition right flank, and perhaps with one sharp blow, they'll break through. In heavy fighting, Davout's forces are driven back, but it ain't over yet. Lanné fails to break through the Russian line. It's early afternoon. The fog burns off. And with the fog clearing off, Napoleon realizes he's in desperate straits. He doesn't know how long Davout can hold. He himself break the coalition for Davout collapses. In a desperate bid, Napoleon sends the guard forward. Early afternoon, let us check on Davout's fate. Bagration's cavalry continues the drive. The French cavalry gives ground. Desperate fighting, Davout's troops buy a little more time. And of course, the French Imperial Guard brush off the Russian attack. And on the Austrian right, Colerath delivers more losses to Lanné's corps. It's late afternoon. Napoleon realizes he must save Davout's corps. The Guard's artillery opens up and drives back the center of the Russian line. And in the late afternoon, Davout's and the advance guard's cavalry forces fight to complete exhaustion. And in the center, the fighting intensifies as the French Imperial Guard and Cuirassier cavalry are surrounded by desperate Russians. The guard falls back in some disorder but delivers a sharp rebuke to the attacking Russians. It's early evening. How much longer can Davout's corps hold on? All that's left is Friant's division. In the north, Wathier's dragoons again simply ride off. Early evening, the Life Guard and the Advance Guard finally completely overrun Davout. And in the north, the French left collapses and the French army is broke. This is a decisive coalition win. In the future, I will know, it seems obvious now, but I will be very sure that I do not split my smaller army up. If I come on with a smaller army, which forces the Austrians to defeat me, or I win, I mean, they have to completely eliminate me, or I win, I'm going to know to keep my forces together. Because I believe if Davout had been over here and the French Guard could have been spread out along this line, I would have had a pretty good chance. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. Another Austrian victory. You would think that I have 2 Austrian victories and no French victories. Apparently, Napoleon's victory was something to be proud of. You'd have to be like Napoleon to win. I'm joking. It's definitely not an easy French win. Good game.